Hi everybody, karibuni sana hapa ndani ya Zama za Kale. I'm your host Karema, na mnajua kama kawaida hapa tunaketingi, tunapiga story from day one, from the genesis of when you were born to date, eh? Yes, and if it is your first time here, karibu sana kwenye show. Na kama kawaida mnajuanga kabla sijaleta mgeni, because niko na mgeni mwingine the brand guru himself. Yani hata sitaki kuspoil it. Unajua wale watu wenye wana making sure ati if you have a company, if you have an organization, if you are an artist and you want to stand out and you want your brand, to sell, and there's so much that goes around branding, this is the guy to go to. Sitaki ni mwage mtama, wacha akuje tujue alianzia wapi ndio afike mahali yako sasa hivi. But before then, remember, if you'd want to be part and parcel of this, enda kwa my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, unaweza ni DM pale uniambia, "Wewe Karema, please. Can I be a part of this?" Na nitakuwa maybe, you never know, unaweza kuwa na to join. So, si niliambia nilipatanga ka kitabu kangu ka form 4 kale ka autobiography Kenya watu walikuwa wanaandikia watu. Sasa tusome hii ya Ann Waithira. Ann Waithira Maina, that's her name. Her nickname, Anita Gato, and then she gave me her contact. Birthdays, Monday and Tuesday. Or best days, Monday and Tuesday. Worst days, Friday and Wednesday. Career, lawyer. Best school, Kiriti. Best dish, mokimo, chapo, chipo. Money is liver, for those who don't know. Worst dish, sembe. Best pal, you and the rest. Worst pals, those who sengenya, pretenders na mauzo hapo. Artist, ameandika best artist ni J-Lo, Rihanna. Mwingine sioni vizuri kile ameandika. Worst artist, Kamade wake Kamade, pole sana. Best office, departmental, that is Moha. There was a teacher we were with, alikuwa wa physics teacher, na huyo ndio anaitwa Mr. Moha, alikuwa best teacher wake. Worst office enye hakuwa anataka kwenda, Prince, Depaz, Kiokos, Kamene. Sasa kwa nini nataka kwenda kwa Depa na venye alikuwa mwema. Hobbies, sleeping, cracking jokes, traveling, dancing. But by now I'm trying to balance myself. Best place, Gashie, uko ndiko ametoka, that's our original place. Best moments when niko na do tena, when I have passed my exam. Worst moment when I have failed in Mao or chemistry. Wengi wetu tulikuwa tunaanguka hesabu na kemia. Best church, Katho, Kamakawa. Best teacher, Mr. Moha. Huyo mwenye nilikuwa nimemwambia, apparently alikuwa ndio mwalimu wake mwema. Best kiongozi alikuwa anaitwa Susan Ngodho. Huyo alikuwa head teacher, alikuwa prefect, head girl wa high school. And the worst kiongozi, I hope you know. Sijui ni nani Anita. So advice enye alikuwa ameniandikia pale, Aki, Lily, just work hard there out and don't forget to put God first, because every day with God it's possible. As you can go, don't sahau us, and as you go, remember, a good name is chosen rather than great riches, and a favor is better than silver or gold. Goodbye. Mwah. Na alikuwa ameandika tu mambo, alafu akaandika, a moment for mourning and yearning for, I'm yearning for me, and as Anita I will have hard time thinking about you and everything you have done. Aki Lily, you are caring and loving. I don't have much to say, but goodbye. May I see a good person. You've been a good person to the society. I hope you'll be a good person to the society. Aki Lilo, ulikuwa na roho smart, too smart sana, but there is a time for everything. I love gospel music. If you know, kina BK, BMF, walikuwa BC, BFM, wewe. BMF, Exodus, hao watu wote. And then goodbye. Ameandika mambo mingi. Kimesh, love you. Nekeke, by the way, don't worry, cause when you pass through, but look forward and forget the last. I know you have suffered a lot, but don't worry. Aki, God aku bless. Pass your exams with flying colors. I know you have worked hard a lot and you're going to harvest it. Kimesh. They used to call me Kimesh, by the way. I admire your mom's character. Even if she doesn't know me, just greet her and tell her we love both of you very much. good future and time. My God, hizi vitu zinanirudisha mbali. Yes, that was Anita. I hope Anita ukiwachi kitu. It is like the first time I'm reading this 10 years plus after. Thank you so much for the kind words. And ni vitu tu zinanikumbusha where I came from as I was in high school. So yeah, today I don't want to take so much time. I want to welcome the brand guru hapa ndani akuja tupe story yake. I hope you're ready. Kwa maana hapa tuko ready. And kama kawaida mnajua vile si ukaribisha wageni wetu. Wapi shangwe na vigelegele. Yes.
Have you ever been to an event that was so far away that the first thing you wanted on arrival was a bottle of water, and then to your surprise the last bottle had just been given away? Well, come closer. Let me tell you a secret. It's Mariwan Water. Mariwan Water is a water purification and bottling company that offers you custom branded purified water. For all your events, be it weddings, rural shows, birthdays, conferences, church services, or even if you're a franchise, contact them today on 0729 595 494 for customized services. Mariwan Water, your reminder to hydrate.
Karibu sana kwenye show.
Asante Karema.
Thank you so much.
Ama watu wanakuita aje kwa hiyo?
Wananiita Karema.
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 Oh, si Lilo.
Lilo Karema.
Lilo.
Aidha.
Sasa.
Asante sana.
Karibu. I'm excited kwa hiyo.
Manze, let me tell you vile Mike aliniambia. Bedhe unajua si mimi nilikuwa nimemwambia what I'm doing and then akaniambia kwani huwezi nika kwa hiyo show, and I was so excited. And humbled at the same time.
Lazima support lazima ianze home. I'm a great believer in that.
Asante sana. So I want us to start. First of all, salimia watu. Tell them your name. Alafu waambie shortly what you do.
Yeah, so lugha ni gani kwa hii channel yako by the way?
You can mix.
Michezo tukaa mimi si ndio? So kwa majina kamili, majina ya serikali, si serikali. Majina ya serikali ni Michael Mutenyo Okwisia. Okwisia is my personal name. Mutenyo is my family name. Family is my grandfather is the one who was called Mutenyo. And we are so many Mutenyos. Especially where we come from Kenya, you know sisi Waluya na extended family. Mabibi tano.
So kuna Mutenyos wengi.
Mutenyo ni wengi, especially hata Michael Mutenyo. Tuko wengi hivi. More than 10 by the way.
Kumaanisha Michael pia ni ya grandi.
Michael was my great grandfather.
Oh.
As in my dad's grandfather in short. Yeye alikuwa anaitwa Michael Okwisia. So Mutenyo ndio my dad's
name.
Dad. Anaitwa hivyo, so nilichukua hizo jina. So most of us tulinemiwa Michael Okwisia ama Michael Mutenyo, but Michael Okwisia ni wengi because of the great grandfather. He's the one who was called that.
Oh.
Okay. Majina kamili ni hiyo Michael Mutenyo Okwisia, but guys call me Mike, aka the brand guru. The brand guru is my line of work. Yes. Na I think nimemaliza.
So sasa tumefikia kwa brand guru. Lakini before tufikie kwa brand guru, kuna mahali brand guru alianza. From the beginning. That is where I want us to start.
Okay. Kuzaliwa.
Na kama unaweza kumbuka, by the way tunaanza kama mtu anaweza kumbuka siku yenye alizaliwa. Obviously hakuna mtu kumbuka, lakini kama uliambiwa.
Niliambiwa.
Siku wakati.
Okay. So I was born in the year 1987. Yes. September, the tarehe 29th. It was on a Tuesday. So sikuambiwa saa. But now hiyo wakati ilikuwa inaitwa Kakamega district and then Western province. But siku hizi unajua kuna counties na nini hapo ndani inaitwa Kakamega county. But nyumbani kwenyewe ni Mumias. But at that time ilikuwa inaitwa Butere Mumias district. But later waligawanya ikakuwa Mumias kikando, Butere ikakuwa kando. But under it kuna constituencies. Like in Mumias there are constituencies. We have Mumias East, Mumias West. But kitambo it used to be Mumias
kitu moja
alone. And then Butere pia kuna constituencies kikando.
Mambo imeenda ikibadilika. Kama tu sasa hilo akabete imeenda ikakatwa. Okay.
So nilipozaliwa, maybe the earliest nilikumbuka that I exist. Unajua kuna kuzaliwa alafu na kunaanza kujua kwamba I'm a human being and I exist.
Yes.
I think it was in the year 1991, 92. I think I was 3 years at that time, 4 years. That's the earliest memory I have about myself. And the reason nakumbuka is because at that time I had my younger brother, and alikuwa youngest. My alikuwa ananifuata, anaitwa Lawrence. He was born in 1989. So at that time I used to have a smaller brother. That is the earliest memory. Because I don't remember the time that we were alone, me and my sister. I'm the second born.
Oh.
Which it means na tunaachiana 1 year.
Mmetana na 1 year.
My sister was born in 1985. Mimi ni 87. Lawrence, my bro, is 89.
Oh, mmetenga. Oh, I get.
Inaruka mwaka moja hiyo ingine. So the earliest, I don't remember the time we were the two of us. The earliest memory I have is when my bro was young, which let me just say 1991, when I was 3 years, 4 years. And we grew up in a place called Harambe. Hata ukienda Google utaiona in Mumias.
Kwa Google.
Iko.
Watu Harambe.
It's a market. Sometimes it's called Harambe market or Bulimbo market, but ukisearch iko. It's between Mumias town and Bungoma town. You know Bungoma? Kinaweta. So Bungoma and Mumias, the town, I can't call it a town, it's a market that is in between, inaitwa Bulimbo market.
Harambe.
Not really. Haijagro sana.
Na iko famous.
Ni kubwa because lami inapita. If you're coming from Kisumu, Kakamega, and you want to go to Mumias, to Bungoma, you must pass there. So that's why it's known. It's a transit market.
To the two places.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I grew up in the sense that my dad used to work in Mumias Sugar. He only had one employer all his life, which is weird because sisi tumeparambulate kwa employer. Na baada hata tujazeeka. He had only one employer all his life.
What?
Mahali aliwork hadi mahali aliretire huko ndiye alifanya, which is Mumias Sugar. And those days it used to be a model company. Wachana na saa hii ilikufa literally, but and that time ilikuwa ina manage na wazungu, South Africans. It had a proper structure, and it's a company that I used to admire how it was being run. So my dad used to work there at Mumias Sugar. Na it was a model town. Basically kitu walikuwa wamefanya, kulikuwa na estate inaitwa Bukas Estate. Literally walikuwa wamecreate a community around the factory. Either they had built houses, they had we had a hospital in there, we had a market in there, we had a schools, 3 schools, Buka Academy, we had Mumias Central Primary, and then Mumias Complex Primary. So literally, for watoto the employees, we had a community. So sometimes tulikuwa tunakaa huko hata
you forget kuna
a month amtoki huko. Kwa sasa it's a system on its own. Your dad has a workplace, the factory. There are supermarkets in there. Literally mnaweza kaa huko bila kwenda any place. As in they had created a small city within Mumias. So but I didn't start studying huko.
Na ulianza mambo hii mapema ya kukua kwa city. You know, nowadays that is what is happening.
Kwa city. Now, sasa sikuenda huko direct. So my dad used to work there. But when we were young, hakukuwa amechukua nyumba huko because our shagz is just near.
Okay.
Actually ukikuwa shagz kwetu usimame kwa mlima utaona factory, Mumias Sugar factory. There's a shortcut huko unaweza tumia nduthi, ama tunaweza tembea na ufika cha kwetu.
Okay.
Where we were living. So he used to commute from factory akikujanga home. So hakuanga amechukua hao when we were young.
Okay.
When me and my sister and my brother we were there. So mimi when the age to go to school ilifika, I was taken to live with my grandfather and grandmother, maternal, as in wazazi wa mama yangu. Them they were living in Bungoma town. So me and my sister, we were taken there. Till today, I've never known why we were taken there. I've always just maybe understood that Bungoma was more developed than Harambe Market. So they wanted us to have a good head start in school and all, because Bungoma is a town in Megro Kiasi. So there are better schools, academy and all that, because the school we were taken to, it's called Father Wolstro Academy. It's still there. We even have a WhatsApp group, class 8.
What?
More than 20 years ago. Because class 8 nilimaliza the year 2000. 2001. So class yetu in short year 201 tuko na WhatsApp group where we talk. So inaitwa Father Wolstro Academy, a very nice school, because tumetoa watu wa maana kwa society. So the thing is that's where nilianzia kusoma. So technically when I was 6 years ndio nilipelekwa kuishi na grandmother and grandfather. So me joining my the class, the first day I went to school, si babangu si mamangu alinipeleka. Bukani alinipeleka. Na he's the person who knew me the best. He was now like my dad, because huyo ndo mtu the first day alinipeleka shule, na huyo ndo mtu niliishi na yeye the whole of my primary.
So like the whole time
whole of my primary I was in Bungoma town living with my grandparents. So the thing is me and my sister tuliishi Bungoma. So the funny thing with my maternal grandparents, walichukua watoto wao tukaishi nao. So my mom, mimi na sister yangu tumepelekwa. Sisters za mom pia watoto wao waliletwa hapo. Brothers za mom pia watoto wao waliletwa hapo. So we were like more than 10 cousins living together, grandchildren.
Vile siku hizi watu wanachukua years kuonana kazi.
Si tuli grow together. As in our childhood, we grew up together, all cousins. So and those cousins are like sisters, brothers, sisters, because we know each other. We literally we grew together. So as in kujijua. So Bungoma is the town I can say I understand like behind my hand. It's the town I nilikuwa huko the whole of my primary, literally my first 14 years. Kwenda niligrow. So what happened was in between my paternal grandmother was in Bungoma also, not far from where we were living with the other grandmother. When I reached in class 6 nikapelekwa in class 5 nikapelekwa nikae na yeye.
Tena shift.
Shift. But it's not far. Nikakaa hapo hadi class 7, from class 4 to 7 nikarudi tena kwa huyu maternal grandmother and grandfather.
So let me ask you, hizi shifts ziki happen, una feel any changes?
Yes, they were, because you see, you are living with people who are not your parents. And as much as they are family, they have different personalities. Like your maternal grandfather and grandmother and paternal grandmother wako na different personalities and they are different homes. So what it did, ilinipatia perspective of kuzoea kuishi na watu. Mimi najua mimi nimezoea kuishi na watu. As in unaweza nipeleka sijui wapi kwa Masai na nitaka. As in mix. I'm used to blending into any environment na nikuwe sawa.
So let me ask you, tukifikia hapo, did it affect you in any way apart from hiyo kuweza kulive sasa na watu wengine? Hiyo change, tuseme sasa umehamishwa sasa uko class 6. Masomo wise, will it affect you?
Not really, because I didn't change school. Because they live close to each other. So shule ni the same. Ni vile hasa time natoka shule jioni watoto wanaona, hey, wanaenda Musikoma, the place was called Musikoma. Kwani uliacha kuishi kwa huyu shosho yako huyu mwingine? Anasema yes, siku hizi sasa naenda huku. Unaona? That's the only change.
Was there like a reason as to why the shifts?
Reason is I tend to think my dad wanted us to live with his mom. Ndio akatuni shift baadaye, because hiyo time my other siblings walikuwa wameanza kusoma na wakapelekwa kwa huyu grandmother. Yani our childhood is very fragmented. So when our young siblings now walikuwa wakajoin shule, that's my brother Lawrence, Brian and Tewa, Thaddeus. So wakapelekwa kwa grandmother wa mama ya father sasa. So I think they wanted us to be, all of us to be there, and wakanichukua kutoka kwa kina mama yetu ili tukae sisi wote tukae na mama ya father.
Okay.
But now our dad, when our brothers walifika class 2, class 3, akataka akae nao in Sugar now buka sasa huko kwa estate. Because the schools are better na alikuwa amepata hao huko. I think they akawatoa. So vile aliwatoa ndio mimi nikarudi kwa mali nilitolewa tena because I became lonely.
Oh, so like will make your decision?
Mimi nilibeba vitu zangu kutoka shule nikaenda huko, ndio grandmother yangu alikuwa anakutana huko, grandmother mwingine anamwambia ambia Mike akujie nguo. Stop force akae na mimi, so class 7. So ndio mimi nikaenda nikachukua nguo huko kwa grandmother mama ya father, nikarudi huko kwingine because them I had bonded with them. Yes. Literally they were like my mom and dad. So I nilikuwa nimeconnect now more. So and nikamaliza class 8 in Father Wolf's Road. That was the year 2001. And I passed because we were the first class that did the 5 subjects. We were the first class. Nikapata 373 marks. Hiyo time competition haikuwa high. Unajua watu siku hizo wanagonga 400
sasa hiyo
50.
By the way ukipata
time ilikuwa 350 kwenda mbele literally
karibu actually unaenda almost kuingia national
because the top students tayari alikuwa amefikisha hizo mama 430 zenye watu wanapata siku hizi. The top student in the country alikuwa sijini 411 hapo. Ilikuwa 411, so kama pata 373 bado wewe ni dela cream.
Ni kweli.
Yeah, so that's what happened with class 8 nikamaliza for the Austria. So the thing was as I was waiting to join Form 1, nilikuwa nimeitwa a school called Kamusinga and Musingu. They are in Western, but they were at that time I don't think they were not national schools, they were provincial schools.
Yeah, they were provincial.
But squeezing national schools. But they are the best schools in those sides. So mimi nilikuwa nangoja letters zitoke ni nini nitumie walikuwa hiyo selections, you know, unajua umeselectiwa but now unangoja upate letter ndio unanunua nini kujoin nini. So when I was within that period, it was January ilikuwa imeanza tu. My dad siku moja akaniambia just the first week of January, that was in 2002. Akaniambia kuna shule nataka twende ufanye interview. Ni nyanyako amenipatia pressure sana, napenda hiyo shule. So twende tu ufanye interview, but wewe utaenda hiyo national school. So twende tu ili aridhike kwamba umeenda. So mimi nikatoka. I had never heard about that school my whole life completely. So tukaenda. That school is in Kakamega, a place called Mukumu. Mukumu is between Kakamega when you are going to Kisumu. It's between Kakamega and Kisumu, in a place called Haega. So that place is where, you know, Boni Halwale. Huko ndio wakina Boni Halwale.
Niko nyumbani.
Where that school is. Kwao tu ni nyuma hapo kunaitwa Malinya, si mbali na hapo. So the school is called St. Peter's Seminary Mukumu. It's a seminary. So a seminary, for guys who don't know, it's a formative school for people who want to become priests, Catholic priests. So the Catholic Church usually has high schools zenye ni zao, where they start teaching you about how to be a priest mapema, so that usimalize high school kwa secular secondary school alafu unakuja hata hujui kufanya the name of the father. So they have such schools, they are called minor seminaries. So St. Peter's is one of them. Inaitwa St. Peter's Seminary in Mukumu, Kakamega County. So mimi nilienda, the principal where uko wanaitwa rector, hawaitwi principal. Rector ndio principal in a seminary. So your rector alikuwa amesoma na my dad in high school. So they used to know each other.
Na dada alikuwa anajua wako huko.
Akupeleka. Yes. The priest, alikuwa priest your time. They studied together a few years back. So they knew each other very well. Anatokea side za home Mumias. So I think they akajua hata Father Murunga ndio rector huko. Huko ni itaingiza huyu kijana hata bila school fees. Mimi hapo ameniambia. So nikafika nikafanya interview in the staff room hapo like 30 minutes. After hapo nikapelekwa kwa ofisi ya principal, huyo rector akanisalimia, tukajuana vizuri, akasema kijana amepita interview. Yeye hata hakuna haja arudi nyumbani. Kwa sababu wenzake walishaanza kusoma. Because seminary now they have their own system. They do interviews in December. January vile normal high schools open, you start. Sika high schools zingine zijua tena join February, for months they join in February, no. Hao wanafanya interviews zao December. Na washajua ni nani ana join. So watu walikuwa washajoin na waanza kusoma. That was the second, roughly I think the second week of January. Watu washaanza kusoma. Akasema huyu hakuna haja arudi shule nyumbani. Aende class, wao uende Kakamega town umnunulie vitu umlete. And that's how I joined a high school that I had never heard about.
And you are not even expecting.
Na nikaanza. Ilikuwa culture shock. Because yes, I come from a Catholic family. Nilijua hiyo Catholic, I know hizo misa, altar boys, I know, but I have never become one. But now I'm joining guys who know about Catholic Church, who know about priests, who know about altar boy, being an altar boy. Because now when you join there, that church, that school is it's like a military camp. It's very structured.
Okay.
Everything is structured, and that's what I like about the Catholic Church. Iko na order. Azinaweza ingia na uanze kufanya mavurugu zako, kuna mpangilio. Ukitaka kufanya hii ni nani na ho ongeleshe. Ukitaka as in na imeanza from the Pope, as in it has structure. Some people they don't like that because they usually say matters of God, spirituality as if I go on a structure like it's a business, but to some extent that structure brings order. Even if you are praying and you are praising, hamuna ukora mingi. Kama tuna need to contribute towards building a church, tunasema tu. Si kuanza kuambia watu Mungu atakubariki, toa, hapana. You're giving back so that we can build the house of God, for us to have a good place, you see. So hiyo nilikuwa culture shock ya kwanza kuingia seminary, ilikuwa na hiyo order kwamba there is no stepping on grass. Kuna class ni hadi 4 mnaenda mna change, mnafanya manual labor. That school had very few employees. So manual labor ni nyinyi mnafanya literally kazi zote za shule. So manual labor mmedividiwa. Kuna watu wa kufyeka, kuna watu wa clean dining, kuna watu wa kwenda kuanua mahindi. Basically you are taught how to work, to be workers, to be self-sufficient. That's what the seminary is.
Yes.
At that time I really hated that thing because I was young, but mimi nilitoka nikasema the way I've turned out in life is because of that school. Haijai nitoka. Haiwezi kukutoka.
Ni kitu unafanya.
It's 4 years. It's 4 years, but it's a lifetime.
Yes.
From how you behave, from how you talk, as in hiyo usafi yenyewe tunakuanga nayo kama polisi. Ni huko. Because hiyo ni shule, hiyo ni military camp.
Lazima ukae sharp.
Neatness, nyinyi ndio una spread bed yako, lazima kuja waangalie bed. Mbona iko na mdundo hivi? Bana. Tandika kitanda. So there's a structure that is there in the sense that you know right now nitakufanya hii. But the good thing that I liked about the place, I joined and I hated it, but I got into the system till I liked that place because it's an all-round place. Inakubuild all-round. It's not academics alone, because you know we have institutions that have a problem. They are building personality, people who they only know how to study. Huko ni all-round because it was a very balanced place. Kuna spirituality, kuna games. They were very serious with sports, my friend.
Lazima uparticipate.
Kila mtu anaenda hiyo mbio. And then sasa ndio mnaenda kwa sports zenu. But the whole school mnaenda ile time ya sports ya kupiga malaps.
Hiyo enye watu walikuwa wanatoka country. Jota sisi tulikuwa nayo cross country.
Sasa sisi ni ya shule internally na ni lazima. Daily time ya sports ndio muende kwa sports zenu individual. So utakuwa fit hata kama upendi kucheza game fulani, lazima utakuwa fit. The good thing is it's a small school. The whole school is 200 and something people. More than not more than to 20.
So they can manage.
All school mnajuana. from form 1 to form 4 mnajua nanyi wote. Because class moja ni watu 30 40 na ni stream moja. Siku hizi ndio I think waliongeza streams baadaye vile tulitoka later. But it used to be one stream. So that's where I was. The school, the intention was my grandmother, my mom's, my dad's
mother.
My dad's mother
Yes.
wanted me to be a priest because she's a Catholic and she loves.
That was the
priest.
whole intention.
Yalikuwa anasema tukue na priest at least kwa familia. Tutakuwa
tutakuwa
secured. But for me, I never wanted to be a priest. Never crossed my mind.
Even when you were there for those 4 years?
Yes, I knew I'll not be a priest.
Okay.
I knew I'll not be a priest. But I think her prayer, she always used to be praying, moyo, tukifunga ananiuliza, kuna moyo hata kidogo tu, haiko. Ananiuliza kwa Kiluya sasa hiyo, hakuna moyo, moyo kulio. Nawaambia hakuna. Mimi sina moyo yote ya kwenda hiyo priest. Kasi ati nachukia. Because me I love things that the way the Catholic Church runs, I love it. In terms of, because ilifanya vitu mingi zenye instill in me zenye bado zinanisaidia in personal life. My younger brothers, them the difference ni kubwa kidogo, so them they were in primary school at that time.
Okay.
So mimi nikamaliza form 4. So when I was in high school, I really loved music. Because tukifunga at that time the music industry ilikuwa imeanza kupikia Kenya. So I really liked the new crop of musicians that were doing pop music, kina Red Sun, Nameless, Isa, Boxy Pressure. So kulikuwa na wasanii tu wametokea hiyo time, Red Sun, wenye walikuwa wanacheza kwa radio na mimi so you know now I'm an adolescent, so yaani usanii na kuingia sasa no nini unaangalia nini endelea huko nje. So that's what triggered me. So tukifunga mimi nilikuwa napenda radio. Anyone who knows me at that time. Hiyo time nilikuwa nimenunua ka radio kadogo ni Papalito. Kidogo FM. So can you search tak? Kameshi tak. So nilikuwa nako hivi kadogo. Form 1 form 2. Yenye nikaa niko home nikanunua Walkman used to be an audio cassette, small radio like this. Nilisema ndo nikanunua zile form 2. So nilikuwa natoka huko naenda market. You know me all my life literally nilikurocha. So tukifunga mimi nilikuwa narudi. Either ni Mumias ama
na mbona unaga accent?
Niko nayo. Ni wewe ndio ujui.
But haiko ile yenye unaweza sikia huyo.
Because kwa academy in Bungoma. So our parents knew what they were doing. Because tungesomea ocha hiyo ingekuwa I think our dad knew utatoka hapo huko saa ngapi? Apari yako. So I think they knew.
Na yeye yako nayo.
My dad. Okay. He's traveled because he used to be the driver by the way of the CEO of Sugar, Kidero. You know, people know Evans Kidero as the governor of Nairobi. They didn't know he used to be CEO of Sugar. Me, I knew him when he was a CEO. Our dad used to be one of his drivers. So they used to travel a lot around the country as a driver. So, and he was a driver for more than 30 years. So, but Uluya haijatoka. Unaona wenzako na degree na lawyer na iko. Haikutoki.
Hata ndani.
Identity. So yeah. So when we used to close mill wanarudi hiyo tu Mumias Harambee hiyo nasikiza narudi market huko na nunua uzuri. Hawa watu walikuwa hizo tapes zilikuwa zinafikanga huko wacha sijui hata aje. Tapes zenye ziko na songs mpya zenye zimetoka za no nini nani kwa tape. So mimi niliwaenda na nunua hiyo tape naenda nasikiza song ni kirap form 1. Yaani wanapenda tu hizo vibe tu. Especially Red Sun, I really loved Red Sun. Na ndio interest yangu ya dancehall music ikakuwa. Mimi nataka kuwa msanii. So nilikuwa naimba songs za Red Sun. So tukirudi shule tumefungua mimi nikaanza kuambia hawa jamaa by the time entertainment because we used to have entertainment on Sunday 2 to 4 p.m. tulikuwa na debate na during debate kuna entertainment segment. So nilikuwa naambia hawa jamaa time entertainment mimi nataka kuimba mimi ni msanii. So kwa hiyo time entertainment wanaita so tuko na msanii hapa. So my first name was Disaili.
Na wewe ndio umejiwekea?
Unatafuta stage name bana. Nikataka so we have Disaili was some footballer, so nilipenda tu hiyo jina hata iko hata na background. So wanani-introduce na imba songs za Red Sun. Sikuwa nimeandika wimbo zangu. So mimi na rap songs za Red Sun. So hata hiyo time ni acapella, si ati kuna playback. Acapella mimi naimba Red Sun nini, because Red Sun alikuwa ameshika hiyo time sana. So I was a fan of that guy. Ungeniuliza anything about him, I know. His real name, how many are there? There are players, akona wimbo ngapi? So that's how my love for music ilianza. Na a few guys walikuwa wanaona hiyo usanii pia waka get interested. Huyu jamaa na usanii nini? Wakaniambia to form group ya muziki bana. So some two guys joined me.
Mkakuwa band.
Mkakuwa group. Not band.
Oh, group.
Music group. When we were in Form 2. Yes. So tukajiita The Wizards. Wachawi. Ndio kuwaroga. So the group was called The Wizards. Yes. So ilikuwa Edwin and some guy called Gerald Omoni. So tulikuwa na group The Wizards watatu. Weird thing about, we were in a seminary where it's a holy place. Because unajua Catholic ni priest, because seminary by the way 95% of staff of teachers are priests.
Oh.
How few ni kutoka nje tu, either mwenye anafunza maths, science, but wengine mnafunzwa na priests. So literally you are in a place yenye ni holy place, or unexpect mko mnaimba songs za gospel. But funny enough we were doing secular music. Tulikuwa tukaanza kuandika new songs hapo za secular nini, nitakushika atakasi nini. Na
muulizi mkienda
kwa. That's what I liked about the school.
Okay.
Because ilikuwa seminary, but hata ining ama outing inafanyika wanatuintroduce, so Wizards will entertain us, wanashanga. Ni seminary na mko na wajamaa wanaimba vitu za kushika madem nini aje. But I think they were viewing it from a place yenye they're just nurturing your talent. Our box in a way, which that's what I liked. So that's where my journey with music started. And in high school, guys knew me, I love music all through. Because me ilikuwa ni msanii. Yaani kwanza uniite msanii. Gota bana.
Mnakuwa hapo.
Niluja bana, najua kumbe kitu mimi nataka kukua, unaona? So that was in Form 2, Form 3. So when I was in Form 3, there's a guy who used to live in Nairobi. Akaniambia, najua maliogopa DJ ziko. Kazini yangu hata najuana na kina Longomba. So unajua Longomba? Kazini yangu ana hanging around now South Sea. So kama unataka kurekodi hata, mimi naweza organize record Ogopa DJs. Nikamwambia what? Nikamwambia tukifunga second term mimi nakuja naye.
Yeye alikuwa wa Nairobi.
Alikuwa wa Nairobi, akifunga na kama anaitwa Everest na Kapi, but he passed on. Kapi now is the one who the cousin used to work in Safaricom. The cousin used to know kina Longomba personally. So mimi kabidi nitafute uongo bana, vile tulifunga hiyo nikamwambia wazee kuna trip tunaenda Nairobi. So nani Antiebi atani host. Antiebi is my mom's sister, she used to live in South Sea. Yeah, atani host. But kuna trip ya music tunaenda. Kwa nimemwambia tunaenda kurekodi, hakuna kwenda mahali ningeenda. So akaorganize nini, akanibukia gari akijua tunaenda trip, bali mimi nilikuwa nimeambia aunti yangu ukweli. Mimi nikamwambia by the way mimi napenda muziki na nakuja kurekodi. That's fine, I understand. You know how she was really traveling, she used to work in the UN, but she passed on the year 2009. So she played along. Nikakamnai kwake South Sea. Alafu akaniorganizea vile tunaenda kumeet kina Ogopa. But now the problem, ukazini wao jamaa, he didn't live up to the deal. Alituambia siku fulani yenye tunanid kwenda kumeet ndio atupeleke ni meet ma producer. Hakuwa pia. Antiebi yule antiangu akanipeleka hadi South B, because tuliambia hiyo studio kwa South B. Place fulani tukangoja, place inaitwa Mgoya. Si Mgoya, South B Shopping Center. Tukangoja hapo ile jamaa missing in action. Hapo kama kutupeleka Ogopa DJs. Tukarudi kwa home mazee niko broken. But auntie akaniambia no problem, you once you finish high school, si utakuwa huku. You will know this place, haina shida. So that's how my first trip came. That was the first time I came to Nairobi.
Kutoka back.
Yes. I was in Form 3. That is the first time nilikanyaga Nairobi. That was the year 2003. And it was life changing because when I came and just saw the environment, I really liked Nairobi. Mimi nikasema mimi lazima huku ndio mimi nataka niishi. Mimi sitaki kuishi Western. And kuna light tu fulani light in me. And you know now my aunt, you know, she was a trendsetter ama sijui trailblazer. Unaona kwa familia yenye kuna tu ule mtoto tu mwenye ni sharp tu. Mwenye amefungua milango za familia. Ana amefanya vitu zenye familia haja imagine. Mtu anaweza fanya. Ulijipataje UN, unafanya UN. Una traveling to my inches, sijui tu sijui Mexico, sijui uko US, yani na siblings wengine hata wako tu huko.
Kuna kuanga.
Na ni yeye ako huko. Basically that's what I liked about her. So mimi nikarudi Western nikamaliza high school. So vile nilimaliza high school, I passed really well. I was the second in our school. I got an A- of 78 points.
Where?
Nilimiss 2 mbili but I played. And I knew because my aunt knew how to speak life into people, and she spoke life into me. Huyo my aunt, huyo auntie. I really liked her. When she died, I felt a huge part of me died. Yani huyo ni mtu alibelieve in me. Yani unaona when you are a child, bado haujielewi, but huyu mtu ana vitu zenye kwa tukiza ka ujinga, yeye anasema do you know my nephew is a musician? Yani ndio anakuintroduce. No, sasa wewe uko nje. But unajiona uko fit. Yeah, my nephew is a musician. I will rap for them. So she really believed in me, and to a level yenye hata sometimes huwa nakaa najiuliza if Auntie Abby was around, she would be really happy with who I turned out to be. Because she was a huge believer in go after your dreams. Go, yani huyo ni mtu wako very open minded wenye haangalia sijui become a lawyer, sijui me then so what do you want to be? As in what do you like to do? I know a friend of mine, I will take you like that. So when I finished high school, me vile nikapasio nikangoja university. At that time we used to wait to join uni for a very long time, 2 years. 1 year and 10 months roughly. Because nilimaliza 2005, results natoka January 2006, tulijoin 2007 October.
That time what ulikuwa na
unakaa nyumbani, hiyo ni almost 2 years home. So me I was in Western. Nikingoja uni, nikachagua courses, nikaona University of Nairobi, Bachelor of Arts, Economics and Sociology. Nika-apply hizo vitu zote, but you have to wait to join. So what are you doing within that period? So mimi nilikuwa tu huko Mumias.
Sasa unafanya nini hiyo period?
Usanii.
Ndio unaroga.
It's really talent search nini, but nilikuwa tu mtaa, ni uzuri I had a clique of fellow friends wenye tumemaliza high school. So tulikuwa tuna chill. The good thing with that place, it was a small town. So kuna Mumias Sugar team ilikuwa active hiyo time, kuna uwanja Mumias Complex. Games na happening hapo sijui FC nini. It's an active place. Kama hakuna games, kuna hizo talent search, kuna activities tu za ujana. So basically I was there. That was in the year 2006, the whole of 2006. I was there 2007. Nikijoin kule nikingoja kujoin. So when I was there nilikuwa tu napanga how when I come to Nairobi, what I will do. I was just looking forward to joining university because university nilikuwa inaenda kunitoa Western. So some of us education is what brought us to Nairobi. If we had not passed, unless tungekuja kutembelea to my relative Nairobi. Because for me, joining is what now formally brought me in Nairobi. So when I joined 2007, it's my aunt who took me the first day to register. We Auntie Abby. Sign up, nini, nikajoin hiyo culture shock, bwana niko peke yangu, help imekuja bwana, nanunua viatu at least. Na hata mimi nika pesa mingi, which is not a lot. I usually look at that money right now, but nika pesa 15k, 18k. Ilikuwa na gado.
Hiyo time ilikuwa domo.
So ndio nikajoin first year. So I jumped. Me, I come from a family that is polygamous. My dad has 2 wives. My mom is the first wife. So we have our mom now. But the thing is, the thing I usually say about our family is different about polygamy. You know, in polygamy mostly, inakuanga ati someone married a second wife because ali get tired.
Alichokana
so bibi wa pili anakujanga later kama watoto wa bibi wa kwanza ni wakubwa. No. Sio our second mom came when she came in the year 92.
So ni kama tu yani mmelelewa mpaka
pamoja. So as in she came when I was before hata ni join primary and nianze kusoma literally. Aliolewa. So literally, you know, when you come from a polygamous family, people have different reasons why they marry second wives. But liambiwa Waluya tunapenda mabibi wa pili, hatuna sababu.
Mnataka tu.
Because I always say my dad alikuwa ashachoka na my mom because walikuwa wamekaa either like 5 years together, 5-6 years, which inaweza happen, pia siwezi kataa. But it's because we come from a polygamous family, because even my grandfather had a lot of wives. Sisemi ni reason because mimi sina bibi wa pili na sipangi kwa bibi wa pili. I think he wanted
culture too kinda.
And he wanted. So we have siblings who we've grown together, so we don't view each other like that. Already mtoto wa huyo bibi mwingine hapa, they are my brothers and my sisters. Hata nikutana na wewe gani niko naye hautasikia ati nikisema this is my step bro. I will say word kutoka mdomo wangu nitakwambia this is my bro. This is my sis, because we've grown together, we've done a lot of things together, and the difference is just our moms. That's it.
Kumaanisha the parents were able to bring you together.
They did. There used to be the normal friction ya bibi mkubwa bibi mdogo ina happening, and most of it is usually dependent on the man, because the man wewe ndio umeamua kuoa bibi wa pili, lazima ujue how to manage na ku create a harmony when growing up. So we used to have those challenges za bibi mkubwa bibi mdogo, kuna mambo yake nini, it's normal. Na me what I learned is it's very few polygamous family you will find watu wameblend forever. As in the two wives wameblend forever. Hapa tuna normal feelings tu za watu wangu ni bright than wako, ama
sijui unachukua space yangu.
Bwana ana concentrate kwa bibi mdogo. Hiyo it's normal. But let's just say we are at a place that we don't talk to each other. She's my mom. We talk to each other, we love each other.
Okay, now you've grown up. Umemaliza primary, umemaliza high school, umeenda university. But I want us to go back kidogo. Your relationship with your dad. How is it?
We know each other, we love each other, but we are not that close.
Because of the way
we didn't grow up with him.
And do you, like, tuseme kama saa hii, if you had an opportunity to tell him something, nini unaweza mwambia?
Ningemwambia ningependa to tengeneza a relationship. You know, relationships are built. Relationships don't happen because umeniza. They don't happen because wewe ni bibi yangu. There's work that goes into building a relationship, and work is knowing each other. Mike anapenda nini? Nini wewe namkasirisha? Ambition yake ni gani? Kama amejama anafanyanga. You see, that's what relationship is. And when now a parent and a child, when you live together, you'll get to know your child. Utamjua ako aje. So since me, I didn't live with my parents, in that I lived with my grandparents. My grandparents were my parents. They are the ones who knew me the best. They could tell you what I like and what I don't like. So him, ilifika nimemaliza high school, yes, now we see each other. We don't have any friction, yenye unaona friction. I love him, he loves me, but we don't miss each other. You know, you can't miss something you've never had.
Yes.
Because you don't know how it feels to have it. So when it's not there, so what will you miss? So hiyo ndio iko, as in we know each other, we are friends, but we can't say we are best friends. We are not.
And what about your mom?
Both. Because we didn't grow up with them. And that's why me, when I started a family, I decided I'd be an intentional parent. Number one, my child will not live with someone. My child will live with me. Day in, day out. ataishi na mimi, yani
kukue kuko hivi ama hivi,
ili nimuone kila siku. And I will ensure the type of work that I do is not work that takes me away from my child for a long period yenye atinamuona after 6 months and then I'm gone again. No problem with guys who are in the army. I understand career paths are different. So I decided to be an intentional parent in the sense that me, I want to be in my child's life. Anijue na nimjue. Because that's how we will be best friends. Best friends will not be because yeye ni mtoto wangu. And that's something I greatly missed with them. And in my adulthood, it's something I've been intentional in nurturing. It's a lot of work, by the way. Because at that time when you're an adult, you no longer need each other that much. You know, sasa ndio utajipata unakata 2 years mjaonana physically. Unaongea tu kwa simu na ufeel unammiss. Because haiko.
Yeah. Totally.
But they were very fully there in terms of provision. Even when we were living with our grandparents, our parents were they were taking care of us. Shopping ya shule, kujoin nini, nguo kununua, they were doing that. And our dad used to pass by, you know, now he used to be a driver, so anapitia Bungoma, amewaletea vitu, ameleta food, ameleta nguo, ameleta vitabu. Literally he was there. So I can say that since we don't have a relationship, he was not a responsible parent, he was full time kabisa.
Okay. So now let's go back to that young boy. Did you ever have a dream?
Young boy of how old, like?
Primary?
Me, in primary, the dream was just to pass my exams and get a good job. But I didn't have any specific job I can say ati I want to be a doctor. Unajua time ilikuwa ni lazima wanafunzi wako useme tu kitu yenye ni hizo vitu. Those are serious course. I want to be Michael, what do you want to be? I want to be a doctor. But it was not that nilikuwa na desire from deep down because ati nimeona sijui there someone around, no. Me, I knew education, when you pass exams and you go to good schools, you will, when you go to university, you'll get a good job. That's it. Sikuwa iko ati ni good job. That was when I was young. And
now sasa ukienda sasa the more sasa umeenda ukigrow at any point in your life, did you ever have a dream, and do you think you're living that dream right now?
Yeah, so me, you know me, just the way I've narrated my story of music, me, I really loved music and I loved anything to do with entertainment. Yani me usanii, yani me napenda hizo vitu. So I'm living it because kitu ile happen, fate connected me with that path aligning and me becoming very good in that path. So it turned out that I have to earn a living through that because that's what I knew, that's what I know best. So, and it turns out that it is what you love the most.
Yes.
And you know the best.
Yes.
So you have to earn through it. So it doesn't look like work. Some other people, it looks like ni kazi lakini mimi si kazi because I love it.
So now I want you to talk to someone. There's someone who's watching us there and they have a dream, whether amefika madhatis, but kuna dream akona ana hold on to, and also kuna watu wa young and they think maybe wamepitwa na huo wakati ya dreams zao. Would you tell them something? Do you think that it works? Just talk to them anything that is in your heart and let them know if really dreams do work.
Yeah. So if you are a young person out there, number one, what I can tell you is this: people's journeys are different. In this way, we have people who find their purpose when they are 10 years old, and they pursue it and it works, and that's what defines who they are for the rest of their lives. We have people who come across people who give them a direction for them to know what they want to do. We have people who find themselves 50 times in that hawezi place anywhere in like the last 40 years of their lives. They've done a lot. Ashaikuwa DJ, amekuwa mwalimu wa kindergarten, ameenda Katara akafanya kazi ya umbochi, akarudi. Basically life has no formula. Hiyo ndio kinaweza ambia young person. It is the thing yenye naweza sema ni whichever situation you find yourself in when you're young, try to look at your strengths What am I good at? Naongeanga sana. Watu wengine wataiona kama ni kitu mbaya. But try to look, watu wanaongeanga sana. What do they do with that kuongea sana? They become presenters, comedian, MCs, politicians. Basically look at that thing that you have, that people, you know, when you're young, you know, the society that we come from, it's Africa. Because Europe, Americans are different a bit. Kwao kuna kitu yenye ni ujinga. Africa, we have a problem of, we see something that we need to nurture, that flame. Sasa sisi ndio tunaizima. Wewe na hizo mpira zako hakuna mahali zitakupeleka, you see. But then you play football? Wow. You want to be Cristiano? Wow. Do you know any academy that this child can go? You see, hiyo ni inakuwa hiyo. Sisi soma hiyo mpira hakuna mahali itakupeleka. Unaona? A child is good in it. Unaona? It's a systematic repression that happens till when you break out in that thing that imekuwa suppressed, inakujanga ni it's because wewe ndio ulijisukuma kishingo upande, yani kimamboto umesema mimi nitafanya hiki kitu kama watu wanataka kama wataki. So if you're a young person out there, it's you identifying what is that thing, gift yenye God amekupatia yenye you are really good at it. Sometimes it takes long for you to know. Unaweza ijua hata kama uko 20 years, 30. Like me, even in what I'm doing, which I'm self-employed, I have my own company in the entertainment sector. My life has had seasons and phases. I went to university, did economics. After I got into employment, I worked in banks. But at that time, I launched also my career as a musician, so I was doing music as I'm working in a bank. But I knew where my passion was. After it, I transitioned now in doing music business, setting up company, doing PR in the entertainment space, using the skills I learned from employment. And even as I was running this company still, I was getting into employment and getting out, working in different sectors, security, all that. So, naweza onekana like I already know what I'm doing, but hiyo kufika where kujua what I'm really good at and I want to do this, imechukua me doing a lot of things that has aligned na who I am. But we have people who wali get into it mapema after high school, wakaingia na huko ndio wamekaa na become the best. So both journeys as defined that you're not successful. Success is a journey, not a destination. Hiyo ndio naweza ambia mtu yangu. Success is a journey, not a destination.
So, do you have a song that you can recall, a childhood song, and it was one of the best? Tujaribu kuimba.
Childhood.
Ama ngoma yenye ulikuwa unapenda ukiwa mtoto?
Nilikuwa napenda wimbo ya Awilo Longomba. Kupe bibamba.
Awilo Longomba.
I used to dance that song hadi tunagiftiwa ile inaitwa kufuya pesa, kwa Kiluya kufuya ni
mnamwagiwa pesa.
Okay, kwa pesa inaitwa kufuya mapesa. So tulikuwa naitwa, you know, the extended family. Hata grandfathers, unajua uncles nini, either it's Christmas, anaweka hiyo song. So anasema the winner of this song tunaenda kumfuya pesa. Nilikuwa nikidance hiyo wimbo hadi napewa do, because Awilo alikuwa ameshika hiyo time sana.
Haya, alafu do you have a memory ya any advert yenye ilikuwa na run?
Yes, kulikuwa na hiyo advert ya Pikana, ilikuwa ni Kimbo. There used to be a lot of adverts.
Sana.
A lot. Kulikuwa na Kiwi.
Ile ya kubrush.
Ile ya kubrush.
Ya kigonga ball.
Hiyo.
Na hedi
ilikuwa kulikuwa na adverts mingi. Hizo times za KBC, Tausi, those days.
So as you were growing up, did you ever have a celebrity that you admire, whether internationally ama pia hapa tu hii Kenya yetu ama Africa?
Yeah, when I was growing up, I had several. I had several. Funny enough, it was not just in entertainment. Hakukuwa hata na ati there's no politician I used to like ati nataka kuwa kama huyo politician, hapana. It was just in the music space. At that time, I really liked Red Sun, and I really liked Jose Chameleone from Uganda. I really loved Jose yani. Everything yani, sauti yake nini alikuwa anavaa. And hizo vibe tu. But Rex and alikuwa anapenda hata vile amevaa.
Hizi manini zake.
Uraga as in yeah, I really loved that. Yeah, me naweza sema tu God my desire. Me, I just love music, and anyone who has known me from when I was young, Mike is equals to music, nothing else.
So guys, thank you so much for tuning in from the beginning to the end of the show. We have been with the brand guru himself. Please go check out his project. Ukienda pale, whether he's doing a good thing on YouTube, anasaidia musicians, artists. Ukiwa pale, if you really need advice on how you can work around your music, you can reach out. He has a very good show pale kwa YouTube.
Maybe naweza sema jina. So the program inaitwa Kuza Muziki. Kuza Muziki is a capacity building program. Capacity building is we capacitate, and capacity building has several activities under it. So we usually have mentorship, we have training, we have consultancy. So all those things, they give you the capacity to pursue a career as a musician. So inaitwa Kuza Muziki. So under it ndio tuko na podcast. So the podcast is also now, it's an informational podcast where we share knowledge and skills of the music industry, from branding, music marketing, music promotion, and the music business. It's on YouTube. Kuza Muziki. Tafuta tu Kuza Muziki on YouTube. You'll find our episodes hapo. Good stuff.
Alafu tutakupata aje kwa social media?
Oh, social media. I have a website. My website is mikemutenyo.com. When you go to that website, you'll be able to see everything that I do in terms of the services that I offer in the creative space. Under it also, you can get my contact from there. I am on social media, Instagram at Mike Mutenyo. It's a verified account. Facebook, I have several pages. We have pages of my companies. We have Kuza Muziki, it's on Facebook. We have Chelsea Communications, it's on Facebook. I am on Facebook also, Mike Mutenyo. And on Twitter at Mike Mutenyo. In case you need to get in touch with me, any of those platforms, you can send me DM, you can inbox. Ama kama unataka kutuma email, unaweza tuma email. The email is this: info@mikemutenyo.com.
info@mikemutenyo.com.
That is my email address.
Asante sana Mike. Thank you so much for gracing me this chance. Yani
Zama za kale.
Manze.
Imenipeleka mbali sana. Even just explaining my journey, imenipeleka mbali sana.
It was a very interesting story. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much guys. Remember, kama unaweza taka kukua hapa pia kuna uwezekano. Go to my social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, venye inajulikana siku hizi Lilo Karema, ni DM, and you never know, maybe we'll be sitting here. Until next time, we say
adios.